What is going on, Footy Fanatics TV viewers? Episode 17 in the books. You know, City today. What a game. It was crazy. It was like a flashback to the UCL games. That red card, the two goals.
Drama.
You know, the thing about City, bro.
I gotta say, Zinchenko, he was balling today.
He's an idiot for getting that red card, though. He's stupid.
But he was like, honestly, he was holding that defense down.
Him or Mendy for you. I like him.
I like him. No, he definitely did this thing today.
Mendy's the better player overall. But
Think so?
Zinchenko's just a form. Can't stay healthy,
Mendy, you gotta pick Mendy over Zinchenko any days. Yeah, little. Honestly, though, like if we talking about them, the thing with City today. They were so much better. They were so much better in the first 60 minutes before that first goal coming in. And City's front line is so destructive, but the no finishing part in that game really killed them off.
They had that problem against you too.
Yeah, they couldn't put the game to sleep. And they almost had I think they had 14 shots in the first 60 minutes. That's ridiculous. Yep. And mind you, let's say 6 or 7 of them were goal-scoring opportunities.
Who are you going to blame, Guardiola?
Nah, but you know what? Lloris made some good saves, though.
Lloris did make some good saves.
Oh, he came back today.
Huh? Yeah, he came back.
Lloris had some great saves today, but Sterling today, instead of scoring a sitter, passing it to Gundogan missing the penalty. Aguero in front of the net missing the thing.
That was the worst chance.
Yeah,
that Aguero
right
I
in
was
front
like,
of the net,
bro.
You know when I realized it too against United in the EFL Cup?
They had mad chances.
That was bad.
They're not ruthless.
They were so ruthless the first 20 minutes against United, and then after that they just got
in the first leg.
Yeah.
The 3-1 game.
Yeah, they so ruthless first.
And I really feel like that's the reason why they caused them the title this season. And if he doesn't drill the same theories he was drilling in their heads the past couple seasons in the Champions League, he's gonna lose that title as well, and that's the title he's been working on.
You know, that's a good point. Low key, everyone's talking about the defense. I think they're not finishing their chances.
No, it's honestly putting the attacking aside. Otamendi is trash, bro. He should not be a City.
Gotta hit him with it. Otamendi, gotta go.
He next
with Angelito.
100%. Otamendi today was on the skates just on a constant basis. I bet. No funny though. I really think Otamendi, like you said, gotta go.
Gotta go.
He was on the skates 24/7 today.
Who he could join? Pereira, get him out of here. Honestly,
that's a whole topic. That's a whole topic right there.
I really love.
We'll move on to that. Let's finish the City. Let's finish the City. Because I had so much to say.
FUCK Manchester. Both teams.
FC.
Honestly, inshallah football not working for us, honestly.
Inshallah signings.
Inshallah signings too. But honestly though, like you said, it did cost them the title this year, and they aren't looking like contenders in the UCL. You've got other teams who look much more competitive.
You can't say they don't look like contenders in the UCL.
I'll tell you why, though.
These guys come in form. Because look at it. Players could always perform better in Europe than they do in domestic leagues.
True.
You're taking them over Real right now?
That's why
I think they could body
look scary.
This is
looking good.
This is exactly why
they really barely made it against Atletico the other night.
You know what?
The same Atletico beat us 7-3.
The first half they should have beat you 73. Literally the first half of the other game. Come on. That chance.
This is why I said that though, because yes, if City's in form, there's only so much form can do for you in the spell that they're in right now. You get me? They're not going to be performing at 100%. Now you got teams looking. We got PSG, right? We got Liverpool, who's practically unstoppable. We got Real Madrid, who's looking real good. We also got Barca. You can never take them out the picture.
Juve.
Yeah, Juve. So Juve today with the 3-0 win today.
Mind
They're
you,
top of their league. So
I watched that game. It was all penalties though.
It was, but
City didn't make any signings either. So
yo, Federico Chessia, bro.
Baller.
Oh yeah.
Since you spoke about that Juve game, that guy gotta go. Yo, Fiorentina got some really good players.
Got ballers.
They got some ballers and young cats too. I don't understand why they still holding on to them.
It's crazy. I don't know. City right now.
I'm impressed with. Shout out to Mourinho already for now putting them back into that top 4 race. I'm really impressed by the teams, forget all that nonsense, the previous big 4 teams, because clearly now we're in a whole new era, and everything is different.
Right.
I'm
Sheffield and fifth.
Exactly, Sheffield and Wolves to sit there and hold their ground. They actually had a great game against United. But the problem is it's a whack United, but still against big teams they doing well. So you could look at it. Oh, if United get better, are they gonna dominate the league at one point? Maybe, because if they're doing okay. Or maybe
with
just
the
passing by with the squad that they have now, and then when they actually get a legitimate squad.
In form, on paper, we have a great squad. You get me? You got
in form. That's not on paper.
On paper, we have a great squad.
Hell no.
Yeah, on paper,
Daniel James,
United.
Yeah, United.
Decent squad.
Hell
Decent
no.
squad.
Not taking that squad series. Garbage.
Decent
Rashford,
squad.
Martial,
On paper, they're a
Pogba.
top
Those are
18.
injury. I'm talking about informed players right now.
I'm not.
Like you're starting 11.
I'm talking about the whole. I'm
Just
talking
paper.
About, forget
Pogba.
the
if
squad
you just
right now,
put
injured,
names.
not injured.
I'm talking about Pogba, McTominay. Yeah.
We'll get to that, but I'm talking about on paper. We have a great squad, so we need these players to get informed.
Decent.
Yeah, no, we have a great squad.
Decent.
Like they're top 4, 100%.
Look, honestly, I was
Compete. They're competing. They're top 4
If think about
team.
it, put it like this. Put it like this. Pogba on max, Fred on max, McTominay on max, Bruno Fernandes, who, mind you, came in. He looked like he was playing in the Premier League for years. So
he did his thing.
He looked comfortable.
He
He looked
did his
comfortable.
But
He
the
looked
thing now is, what I'm afraid of is he gonna come in and it be similar to Pogba, where he comes in and he looks around and he got nobody to back him up. So got to get Pogba back on board.
Solskjaer messed him up, played him too much of a deeper role.
Yeah, too deep of a role, and that was.
So the
weird.
problem is
Pogba.
he's playing that deeper role because he's the best player and he just has to be on the ball wherever it is. Like who else was playing? Fred.
But you get
and-
now-
It was Fred,
it was-
Pereira, and Bruno.
And mind you,
Bruno's gonna look at him
Pereira,
like, bro, get off the ball. Give it to me.
Pereira needs to go. Terrible,
Tired of him, bro.
terrible, bro.
Like,
terrible.
but what I gotta give him, they play with heart.
He
The
does.
whole team plays
He
with
loves
heart.
he loves the club.
They all play with heart, but they're not
not
the
enough- but
answers.
But there's
not
only
enough
so
quality.
much. There's only so much love could do.
Martial, I need that's a player that get me tight now.
And I'll tell you why. Martial
Because
probably
he doesn't
gets
look
taken.
like he plays
I don't
with
rate
heart.
him. I don't rate him.
I
No,
can't.
no, 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 no.
Last game I could not rate him because
Oh yeah, of course.
last game you're coming up as look at it this way. If Rashford was in there that game, it would have been a whole different topic.
Yeah.
It would have been a whole different scoreboard because what Rashford does. Martial is not doing that.
Yeah. So
I'm tired
Martial-
of this MUFC, man.
Martial doesn't
Daniel
have the same.
James, championship player. I'm tired of this.
Not his fault that he's there. He
No,
shouldn't
but-
be used as much as he is.
The thing is Martial doesn't have the same energy as Rashford. He doesn't carry the team on his back. So without Rashford, Martial doesn't have that because think about the front three who we just had.
Trash.
Who did we have that front three last game? You had
had
Martial, you had
James.
Daniel James, and you had Mata
Mata.
playing up there, right? So
Look
how
at
are
that
you,
Man U. That's
how
Man
are you? How is
United.
it now? Let's talk about this. Yes, Martial has a lot of problems. He was being selfish that game. He was doing this. He was doing that, but he doesn't have space to free up. You got Rashford, where teams will come in, they're gonna double team him. Now you free up Martial. But the thing about Martial that really worries me is his work rate has been low. It hasn't been like he's putting in an effort and like he's just not getting because you have 3 bad plays. No, he overreacts every time somebody misplaces a ball. He doesn't put in the work 100% like all these other players are. I mean, we've seen Bruno track back that game and probably like one of the best players that I've seen track back for United in the last 5 years because nobody was running back. So we need people like that. We need players like that. We need him like Rashford. When Rashford be running from across the field, like Daniel James with the sprint against Salah, even though it didn't come out into his favor, it still shows you like, yo, these players want to play.
Yeah, they do play with heart.
My thing with Martial, he has never earned the right for you guys to rely on him. Like he hasn't shown anything where it's
He
like
has so much talent. He showed glimpses.
everyone says that. People said that about Balotelli. He has so much talent. What has he done? Martial's the
his
same.
attitude-
He's
his
got
attitude's
all
been
this
throwing him
talent, but he hasn't shown anything. He might turn into the next Balotelli, just bags of talent, but never done anything.
No, but at least Balotelli won a whole freaking.
I mean, he won a Premier League, but he was
and
never
he
the
won a
main
Euro,
guy.
And he won a Euro. You can't compare them.
Nah, remember he lost. Did he? No,
Yeah,
he
the
lost
4-0.
in the final. He lost in the final to
Did he
Spain.
win?
He lost. Bro,
They
Balotelli's
They beat Spain 4-0, bro.
opposite.
Spain beat
Spain
them 4-0.
smashed them 4-0. Yeah, yo.
They made the final.
It's
but
on.
they lost 4-0.
Stupid.
You serious?
Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
they got
bro.
put on the Bunsen.
But then he still took them to the final.
Nah, he took them
Yeah,
to the
he
final
took
that
them to the
year.
final.
He had a good year that I think they won. He won the Premier League and then he went to the
He
final.
won the Serie A under Mourinho, right? Or am I
But
bugging?
remember,
Oh,
They
yo,
won, but under Mourinho, they won. I
Yo,
think they won 3 in a row.
couple.
you know. By the way, this is not really off topic, but Liverpool are 8 wins away from finishing off the
March.
the
I
season.
heard March 7th. They
Finishing
can win.
off the season. The next 8 games they win them, it's over. Nobody.
I
can
heard,
actually
no,
do
I
that.
heard it was 6.
No, it's 8.
Oh, it's-
Realistically, even though the team loses,
Yeah.
it's 8. But
That's
Damn,
sad.
if they do that, but that's why I haven't been watching the league. I
That
really
means they
been,
would have won it.
I've been watching the little teams this season. Like I've been looking forward to Sheffield, yada
Villa,
yada,
those
Everton. But yeah, I
Yeah.
want to see who gets relegated.
Yeah.
Now that's more interesting to me.
The relegation battle.
Literally, I don't care about top 4.
no, I can't.
The top four race
the top
is lit.
four is lit.
Top four
The
is
top
lit.
four is
Top
lit.
four
and
is lit.
3
relegation
is
battle
already
lit.
done.
I don't
No,
think so.
no,
I don't
no,
think so.
no.
I think Leicester got.
Leicester,
Bro,
Leicester,
there's no way
only
in
top
hell
2 are done.
can drop.
Only
Nah,
top
there's
2
no
are
way
done.
Leicester's
Top
dropping.
I think they can
Top
drop.
No, top
Top
2's
two
done.
is done. Top two is
Leicester
done.
is still. It's just,
You're trying to tell me Chelsea's gonna compete with Leicester?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm
Chelsea,
telling you.
United,
I think
Spurs.
even not even Chelsea. I think United still got
Wolves.
something.
I don't
to
think
say.
BR is dropping any points anytime soon.
Who?
Trust.
Brendan
you
Rodgers.
don't- I
That's
don't
the
know.
only
No.
thing they're playing.
No.
The
don't
only
know.
thing they're playing
They
is the
still look-
league. We still got
Leicester-
the Euro League. Other teams' Champions League is gonna start kicking in. I'm telling you.
Leicester's form
They've had a little
dropped.
slip.
Yeah,
They in the last like 6-7 games. I think
Yeah,
they've lost
that's
to Burnley. They drew us. They lost to Liverpool. They got smacked by Liverpool. Got smacked
Liverpool
by
smacking
City.
everybody.
But still, they still have to play you guys. They still have to play
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
smack
Spurs.
us.
They still got to play Arsenal.
I
Nah,
totally
y'all
agree.
got-
I think the top four, the top
top four.
the
Top.
third and fourth place is still shaky.
It's still up for grabs.
That's-
Nah.
It's only number 4.
No. I think
Think?
for sure.
I think, bro. I think Leicester has a solid squad. They're only competing for the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, they got rid of most of their hard games already. The next literally hard game is probably United. That's if you really call it hard.
Arsenal, Spurs. They still-
Arsenal, I'm not taking Arsenal serious. You seen them today. They should have put
nah.
that game in the bag. No,
Nah, Burnley should have beat them. I think Burnley should have.
that's
beat
what I'm
them.
saying. But that's an Arsenal game. You're coming in at home and
You gotta
you're
win
at the
3
Emirates
points.
and like, come on. But Arsenal, you can't consider Arteta. You got to let him try to rebuild the squad.
The season's done for them already.
Exactly. Season most likely after the next 2 games is done for United too. I'm gonna just give you the heads up.
'Cause-
No.
wait.
If United,
He should give up on top 4.
Nah, he should focus on Europa.
That's it.
Who? Ole?
Yeah. That's it. But
You
mind
could-
you, in
it's
Europa,
too
it's
early.
a dub
Yeah,
for
it is
that.
the-
You
it
know
is the-
why?
it's-
You got
it's-
Inter
it's-
Milan.
Inter Milan.
It's 2 game difference. Like let's not lose our cool here. There's 2 game difference.
And
All
there's, like-
Chelsea has to do is lose 2 games, and that's realistic. That could happen. But the thing is
We're
can
playing,
United
we're playing,
United win those games?
we're playing Chelsea next at London.
Yeah, but that's
That's
fine.
the
Nah,
likely.
that's
No
fine.
Pogba,
I'm
no
confident
Rashford.
in that game, but anything can happen.
No,
Anything
but
can happen, bro.
no
We've seen-
Pogba, no Rashford. Yeah.
We
If
still-
Pogba,
we got-
Rashford
we got
was on- if
McTominay-
Rashford
we
at
got
least-
McTominay we got McTominay and Pogba coming back post
The break.
Hopefully that's what they
Well,
got.
it's 2 weeks, so it's a minute.
Yeah.
They
So,
come back, get hurt first half.
Imagine. I
But
would love
yo,
to see that.
like we got a good squad. It's just
Beat
are
that,
they gonna
bro.
click, and is it gonna happen soon? Is it the right manager? It's a lot of questions that we have to wait and see it pan out.
Y'all peeped the Leicester Chelsea game?
Yeah.
I'm a Chelsea fan, but this Leicester jersey's fire, so I don't
Nah,
know.
he
Maybe
walling
that-
for that. Yo, he
that
want. Y'all gotta come
jersey's
at his
fire,
neck, man.
bro.
He walling.
What'd you guys think of that game?
Well, I remember I told you
That game was sus, bro.
Wait,
World-
in what way? What do you
Yeah.
why?
world transfer fee for Kepa.
Can't even get it. Well,
Can't even get in the
He
squad.
should have started because Caballero had a howler.
nah, I
should
didn't think he did
should
that bad.
Kepa start?
I didn't even think he did that bad, Caballero. But Kepa should not start.
Rudiger with literally a man of the match with those 2 goals.
2 goals.
Yeah. He did
Yo,
good.
Tammy, like, there was a couple times he could have like put
Yo,
the
you
game.
should've
see,
finished.
I'm not clinical
And
enough.
I'm a Chelsea
He need to get
fan.
ruthless.
I'm a Chelsea fan, but Mount should not be starting over Madison or Grealish. Mount is my boy, but
Yo, how many times I told you?
Grealish?
Yeah, we've been saying
yeah,
this facts.
no,
Grealish.
Madison for sure, but
Grealish.
no, Grealish is better than him, bro.
Facts.
Grealish is better. No, Ricky, I'm telling you honestly.
Look, you didn't watch that last game against Leicester when they
Oh,
dominated.
bro, he killed Leicester on his own.
Telling
The thing with Mount is I give respect.
I'm gonna tell you what it is about. You guys know how much I was a fan of Mason Mount before I even knew he played for Chase. When he was playing at
Vitesse.
Vitesse, yeah.
I used to always tell you, yo, I got a crazy talent. Then went to Derby. I was like, yo,
Ball, yeah.
kid's
He's a
balling.
bowler. He is a bowler.
But 3rd season now, boom, you're already throwing for the big dogs. It's gonna be hard for him to like get into the groove of certain stuff.
There's more
Grealish has
expectation.
been playing for Villa. And then when they got relegated, been carrying them at championship. So it's not like he didn't have his experience.
He
going on.
literally has Villa on his back.
How old is Grealish? Like 23?
23, 24.
I swear to God, I feel like he's 28 from how many years
How
I've been
many-
watching him play.
We've been like since 18. I remember Grealish was
the
next
biggest
big
talk.
thing. Yeah, he was the big talk. The last 2 to 3 years, he did fall off.
He
Slightly.
didn't fall off. He was just a champion.
Yeah, he was. It was like that's yeah. And then this year, that's when he was just like, "Yo, I'm coming back and making a name for myself." Everybody knew Grealish had the skill.
And
It was
it's
just like a matter of time.
It's just him loyalty. I bet you anything if his agent put him on the market, he would have been picked up by a top 14.
Nah,
But
he
honestly,
was close though. He
it's
was
a
close.
better move that he didn't go to one of these
he was
top
linked with Spurs.
He's
it's a
linked with
better move
Spurs.
because he's now developed into a player where he could actually move on to the next 2 years and become a world class player and prove himself in the Premier League. Maybe even win a title with one of the top
And
4
two,
squads.
Mason Mount is being played out of position at Chelsea, bro.
Where do you think he should? I mean, he's playing him in like a attacking midfield role. You
Gotta
think he's
play-
playing the
See,
wing?
like
CM.
Mason Mount's a great player, but
Nah, he's not an 8. He's not a box.
He's definitely an 8.
He's
He's creative.
He's
At,
boxing,
at,
but
he's-
at
he's a
Derby,
center
what did he
attacking.
play?
he was 8, but that's a championship.
Yeah,
Ball,
I think
Madison's creating in the prem.
No.
See,
Drew
that's,
Grealish
that's
creating
why
in the
that's
prem.
why I want
It's
to agree with you
different.
because I think for Chelsea, Mount is a great player, but number 2. As a number 2, he's going to be a great player. You need a number 1 now. You need somebody who's going to be that center attacking mid, somebody who realistically can be a Madison, can be a De Bruyne, can be one of these top center attacking midfielders. So that's where I think Mason Mount's best place honestly is gonna be for Chelsea, either in a lower mid squad or he's gonna be a second player for Chelsea. I don't see Mason carrying you guys to win a title.
I mean, he's only he just turned 20. You got to give him time. But right now, if I'm comparing him to Grealish and Madison, he's not. He's third.
All right. So let's get into some nice heated topic of discussion, like some real talk now, some real talk.
Dude,
Transfer deadline.
Who
really came up? Who made the dumbest transfers? Obviously, we know who. But like,
you know what's crazy? I actually, if you're obviously talking about United, I didn't think they did that bad.
I don't think we did that bad either.
Because I remember Gallo, he's only 6 months.
Bruno, cool.
But I'll tell you what we did bad.
This is yo.
I'll tell you what we did bad.
Already your best player.
Okay. They went and got a keeper from Scrump.
Yeah, but that's for U21.
United. But why would you get him?
That's for U21. It's not. It doesn't deal with first team.
They paid a professional contract for him.
Yeah, but he's for U21. It doesn't
He's
deal
a
with
prospect.
the first team.
Any prospect, I would.
He's not getting in the team.
Okay, but you got Dean Henderson on loan. You got a bunch of young
Dean Henderson would be a future.
He's coming.
All right, so let's forget.
Sure.
unnecessary signing.
You
guys look like a joke signing Gallo. Everybody's talking about 6 months. They look like a joke.
Can Gallo come and perform? You never know.
But think about it.
He's literally a body.
What
That's
was I
all
just telling you about Martial though? He needs somebody to free him up. If
Gallo's the answer?
Yo,
we're talking about Manchester United.
Who's going to be the answer for Manchester United right now? I'm not saying that Gallo's the answer, but he's better than what we have Martial as striker. I'd rather have Martial.
You might as well have gotten somebody from the
I'd rather have Martial play the winger position. Open up space for himself on the wing and have Gallo as striker. Don't tell me to calm down. I'm speaking facts.
You know, it's all right. Actually, you're making sense.
Because maybe
Martial man did not touch a ball because of coronavirus since December. You're taking this man serious? I'm not nothing against Gallo. Shout out, first of all, I love supporting African players.
You overlooking
it.
No,
but I love supporting African players. Yo, first Nigerian to make it to the club. Yo, shout out to him. It was probably a dream since he was a young buck.
There's a picture of him in the United jersey.
You know, so listen, shout out to you. Kudos to your agent, first of all, for making that deal happen.
But look what you guys let go.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I'm not saying he's a great signing.
Lukaku like this right now.
He's looking at you like,
yeah, but it's the Italian league, bro. If Alexis comes in and performs like that for Inter, come on, bro.
So you taking
who? I'm not taking. No. Do not put words in my mouth. Do not put words in my mouth. I'm just saying it's the Italian league.
This is the problem.
I never said the transfer for Gallo was good.
This is what
you get.
This is the problem.
It's just a body. He literally is a body.
We need him. We need him. Like he said,
this is a problem that's happening. The United fans are getting brainwashed. When you think Gallo's your answer, you're brainwashed.
No, but let me understand why you're laughing. Did I ever say he was the answer?
Look at what other teams are doing.
No.
Did I ever say he was the answer?
You didn't, and I agreed with you because I think.
But don't accept it. You shouldn't accept
I
that.
think Gallo is what United might want from a style.
It's a panic box.
He's a 9 that's gonna have his back to goal. He can hold up play. He'll let Martial kind of get in behind.
Mario Mandzukic was going for the free.
That's where I was going.
Mario Mandzukic
goes to Qatar. He could have been a target. And you're talking about a World Cup finalist.
But we getting a guy who had one great season with Watford.
The thing why I'm fine.
Who catches the blame for that though? Woodward
the
or
board? You do not put that on Ole. You put that on the board 100%.
Because remember, Ole was
the
one
all season to finish these signings. It does not take you deadline day to get a striker.
Ole came out with quotes a couple months ago. He says, "Oh, I have the final say on whatever players."
I get me, but he had the final say on Bruno. Why was Bruno not done in the beginning of the season? Because of a couple mil.
You said it the other day. You was watching the Wolves game yesterday. You was falling asleep. Yo, the United should be off topic off this podcast, man. I'm really tired of these. That team really just gives me high blood pressure.
I like Steven though. Steven Bergwijn. That's how you pronounce his name.
That's a good.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Even though we haven't seen crazy glimpses of him from the game. Obviously, it's against City, so it's a hard opposition. But that goal is just beauty. The way that he puts it on the chest, lands right on the foot. He doesn't even have a second reaction. It's just boom, boom, right away, bro. It's just that was a beauty type of goal.
Y'all saw the signings.
For who?
Tottenham did. That's proper recruitment.
Who they signed Bergwijn
and Fernandes and
on a loan,
and they confirmed Lo Celso.
Yeah,
and Lo Celso was in bowling.
But they should have got a striker. They should have came in and bought a striker.
Nobody. You know what's funny? Everyone needed a striker. You guys were the only one that got one. But we needed a striker. We couldn't get one.
Who do you have on the market?
But that's why
everybody in the
nobody's selling.
Mandzukic is weird. He would have fit mad clubs.
He would have got the job.
I honestly think Mandzukic should have came in and been like I
would have went into
like a Falcao type of player when he came in.
But we weren't.
Chelsea wasn't gonna let him go
unless we got somebody. And nobody wanted to sell their players. We couldn't get Nabele. We couldn't get Dries Mertens. We couldn't get Cavani.
It's gonna be this summer where a lot of players are gonna be getting strikers.
And if you're
you got Timo Werner, you're gonna my fault.
No, I was gonna say if you're Chelsea, God forbid you send Giroud to like a Spurs.
Oh, and then he balls.
And he balls for them. No, you can't do that.
Recall the loan.
Nah,
Release player.
You can't do that.
It's tough. It's tough. But definitely in the summer, you're gonna see a lot of striker transfers coming into these clubs. You got Mertens.
Does he even make the bench at Chelsea?
He didn't even make the team. He didn't even get in the squad.
Who?
Giroud.
But the thing is, that's what I'm saying because Lampard has kind of he's perfect for Mourinho.
Who Giroud?
Giroud. He's perfect for Conte.
But you
I
know
thought
what?
I thought he was going to Inter Milan.
But it showed how much we needed a striker. I think he's putting out like a little tester. We had Batshuayi on the bench, and he put on Willian before for Tammy instead of putting on another striker. Like that, what does that tell your striker that you're not going to get a game?
Trying to send a message.
Sending a message. That's some Mourinho type shit. Mourinho would do that. I have a striker on the bench. I know I need one though, but I'm not going to put the one I have. I'm going to put on another midfield player. He's sending out messages like we need a forward.
And Batshuayi can play.
And Batshuayi can play, but
I'm iffy about Batshuayi. I'm not completely in there for him. One day he's playing real good, the other
and
day
then he's too
playing real good.
inconsistent.
And then he be missing wide opportunity. I don't know. I don't think Batshuayi is a Chelsea player, honestly, either.
He's never been. He's never.
But
really
talking
been.
about who won the window, Borussia Dortmund.
Had to.
Emery Chan.
But they violated this whole.
Typical Berisha, where I said it in one of the episodes in the past. Great fucking recruitment, son. The recruitment is crazy. They know how to get players. They know how to sell them for more. Emery Chan, he's gonna hold this.
His career though is kind of feeling like it's in a little bit of a free fall.
Who, Chan?
You go from Liverpool, Juve, Dortmund. What's the next? Union Berlin.
But no, you know, no.
He came up.
You came up.
He came up.
You went up.
He didn't come up
And
to
then
Juve.
goes to Dortmund, which
He
is
didn't come
probably
up
the
to
worst.
Juve.
of
He
the-
didn't
No,
come up-
but he's
he didn't
still
come up to
three
Juve.
top clubs.
I'm gonna tell you
He didn't come
something.
up to Juve though.
He came up at Juve.
He came up OD.
Nah, he couldn't get a game.
UEFA
He
Champions
couldn't
League
get a game,
winners.
but he got the move.
No,
Kadira's playing over.
UEFA Champions League winners.
Allegri had him starting.
Huh?
Allegri had him starting a couple games.
Nah, I don't know why it didn't work this year. Last year it worked.
He didn't
Last
work.
year.
He didn't work on the sorry ball.
Yeah, sorry ball didn't work for him. Last season it worked.
And Saudi came in, like I said, typical coaching.
He came in good in the first season.
That's
you.
what I'm
Yeah, he
saying.
did.
That's what I'm saying. Saudi came in with already intentions of not having him there.
Right.
Because he didn't pick him right away
Remember,
for the
he
Champions League squad.
signed. Who else? He signed Ramsey. He signed Robbie. He signed mad people. So
Yeah.
more competition came in. He just
But
didn't work.
this is what I'm gonna tell you. He came up. At the end of the day, he's still playing Champions League ball, and arguably you could say
I say they're favorites for the Bundesliga right now. Dortmund.
Arguably, you could say they could. He played for the best team in Germany,
Uh-huh.
with the best team in Italy, and the best team in England. He played for 3 teams with history, so he's really up. And who's gonna take his space at? Who's gonna take his spot at Dortmund? Weigl, Delaney.
And the thing
Weigl
is-
gone already.
But there you go, Delaney.
They got a good team. No, Dortmund. They got a good team.
I want to
right
tell you
now.
something.
It's him and
about
Alex Witzel. Fire right there, boy.
The Hood, and you got the
Listen up,
Hood.
The Hood is not taking it every
No,
time.
but that team,
and
though.
100%. But now on top of that, it's his native country. He's German.
German.
The language, the this, the that. He gon' ball,
Keep
bro.
it real with you. The thing about Dortmund that I don't like is that they're a feeder club, and that really bothers me.
But they
'cause it
came
never-
up, bro.
No,
Feeder
I think-
club or not.
but
But
they
they
came up,
somehow
but
they
they-
always find a way to make it
But you know
work.
what's great? I think Dortmund likes that.
That's
Yeah.
no,
I
that's
think
what,
they're
that's
a better-
what they're
Think
always-
about
that's
it.
what they're always
Think
gonna
about it.
be.
You say
That's
they're a
always-
feeder club. Imagine buying Dembele for 11 mil.
Forget Dembele,
and selling
imagine-
him for what they sold him
Imagine Sancho picking him up. How much he picked
For,
up?
for,
Sancho
for like cheap,
300K?
for peanuts, for
600K?
nothing. Yeah.
So now Sancho's going for easy 100 mil in the
Easy.
summer.
Yo, honestly,
but that's them though. That's
No,
them.
but-
Like,
But
do you
then
wanna
they'll
be
find
that-
the next kid.
Do you
They'll
want
Yo,
find-
Izzy,
do you
they
wanna
got
be that type of club?
they got a world class team, bro.
No, I never said they didn't.
Boys.
I don't think
No,
they
no,
have a
no.
world-class
Listen,
defense.
listen.
No, I think they definitely have
They
a
do.
No,
world
no,
class.
Akanji, you got.
Oh, defensively, you said?
decent. They're decent. They're not world class. But the
Hakimi?
point that I'm trying to get at is, would you want to?
They're not world class.
No.
No, he said defensively.
No, I'm talking. They're not. You said. They're
Omar, I
decent.
need you to listen when I talk.
Go ahead.
This as a club, I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about as a club. What kind of like if you want to keep the fans in, right? Do you want to be a club that's a feeder club, or do you want to be a club who's going to become like a Madrid, Juve, winning titles,
It's
getting
hard. It's hard. There's
It
only
is hard.
certain teams that can do that.
But why can't they do it? What's
United
stopping
can't do
them?
that.
They have a great transfer board. United was one of these clubs.
Years ago.
Yeah, but they're building up to it. Chelsea's building back up to it. Liverpool's
But you
now
know why?
there.
You know why I said they
These
won't do it?
things-
Because
these things
Dor-
happen.
Dortmund is there. Champions League.
They're champions, but not. What do you say? Real, like
But
that.
you gotta understand. First of
Talking
all,
about them like one of the greatest clubs.
when they were,
here, Dortmund
they
top
just
of
need
that.
they need a proper coach. They need a proper coach.
But you know what? I say why you. What's the saying? Don't fix what's not broken. It's been working for them.
Yeah.
But what has been working? Like,
But-
are you
but here's my
enjoying
thing,
them?
Because I was gonna say, you're saying, why can't they be that club? Well, forget about internationally. They will never be a bigger club than FC Bayern. It's just a fact.
It's a history
Like Atletico
behind it.
Madrid, they've had one of the greatest spells in their history, and
Still
yet
third
every
best.
year they're finishing third.
Right.
they're not Real, they're not Barca. It's just,
But they're building a name to be this.
yeah, I
They're
think
trying.
5-10 years from now, Dortmund's gonna be completely different than when we grew up watching Dortmund. Because I remember Dortmund used to be Nuri Sahin,
and
Rosicky,
a good team.
good
Good
team.
team.
but-
Gundogan played for them too, right?
Yeah,
Gundogan.
Gundogan
no,
played for
but
them too.
when Klopp got them, that's when they really.
That's where they started. That's
just
where
like
yeah.
with Atletico and Simeone.
So that's what I'm saying. I love Dortmund, the style of play. I love the German style of play. I just want to see Dortmund take that next step and initiate that. You know what? Let's take that big club mentality. And I think that stems. This is my point here. Is with that Haaland signing. Haaland, great player, bro. Like, mind you, I understand that. What's it called? There was another German player when he came in. I think it was Paco. When Paco came into Dortmund, he was also on a crazy streak. So you can't be like, yo, Haaland's the greatest player on planet Earth. He's 18. He's bringing you goals. Yeah, cool.
That's
Paco
why
did the
when he
same-
went there, he was
yeah,
going crazy.
They did that too. So we just gotta wait on Haaland and see him. But the thing about that, though, the signing, picking him for 20 mil, perfect signing, cool. Now you're gonna sell him for 60 million.
Is he-
in 2
is he the
seasons
only-
if he becomes a world class signing, where he could be worth like 200, 150 mil easily in this transfer market.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to get at.
No, but it's just a release clause.
It's a release
Release
clause
clause.
that most likely every club in
Is
2
gonna pay,
years
yeah,
are
gonna
gonna
pay.
jump on it.
Yeah,
And Haaland is gonna jump ship right when he sees Madrid calling.
Yeah,
Bet.
it's a
Barca
fact.
calling.
It's a
Bet.
fact.
One of these teams is gonna come.
But
pick
that's
him
what
up.
I was saying. Even to that point, let's say he has a phenomenal run with Borussia Dortmund. As much as we shred United comes calling. He's gonna jump
he's
ship.
gonna go United
It's
too.
United. Like, it's just
He didn't
a
come when
bigger-
we called.
No, but
'cause
he did.
You know why
But
though?
He did.
Man,
That's
dumb
the
hang
thing.
up.
He
You
did.
gotta
know
want
why,
to pay
though?
the extra agent
But
fee.
yeah,
all
the
that.
agent fees, the release clause. Now we look like a feeder club. Madrid comes in, whoop, we taking your player. This player comes in, whoop, we taking your player.
No,
Yeah,
but
but he has say at the end of the day.
I understand he has say.
He could
but
be
you,
like-
you coming in with that mentality, knowing you jump in ship in 2 years. You don't come in and put a release clause, put in a release clause for 60
If
mil
you know you're
and
gonna stay.
fight it. Like, he was fighting it. The reason why his agent, we had big problems is because it was fighting for it. I wasn't there for the thing. This was obviously what news was reporting. But if you fighting to put a release clause in the thing, you obviously looking at what am I doing in 2-3 years.
He knows he's not gonna stay.
Yeah.
He
And that's
knows
what I'm
he's not
saying.
gonna
If you're Holland, you guys just made your point. When Batshuayi was at Dortmund, tore it
Tore
up.
it up.
Yeah.
Paco joined
Tore
them,
it up.
tore it
Tore it
up.
up.
So what if Holland in these next 2 years establishes himself
Mm-hmm.
top striker, and then 2 years from now, United is legit contending for the title. Now he's that missing piece.
And
it's all
60 million is cheap for a striker.
Right. But you know what's
At
crazy?
the top of his game. That's
yeah,
cheap.
Nothing.
But you want to know what's
Nowadays-
crazy?
Nowadays.
If I'm gonna put a name, I actually don't think he'll go to the Premier League. I think when he's ready, I think he's
Spain?
going to Juve.
Ooh.
I think he's going to Juve.
Why Juve? Though? Why do you like?
I think in 2
That-
years, Ronaldo will be done. Higuain will be done. They're going to
Yeah,
be short for a 9.
striker.
And who's his agent?
Mino.
Mino's. Oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
He's
it's a
probably
You
already
know,
signed the
Juve
papers.
or that's why I think Pogba's going to Juve.
I don't think Pogba's leaving yet. I don't think Pogba's leaving yet.
Nah,
and
he's gone.
I think we really,
gone.
really need to get him on board ASAP.
The
Even though the
thing-
drama is annoying, we need him, bro. We still need it because now we're taking steps back.
You
we just
need
got
him,
Bruno.
but he's not giving you any assurances that I want to stay.
staying.
He's not. He
Yeah.
never comes
And
up.
you got to get that agent out.
When players
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
say
yeah, for
anything,
sure.
that's the biggest answer.
Nah, Ericsson with Inter, he was mad.
He never said
respectful.
anything.
He never said anything. But
That's
I'd
he's
rather
leaving.
play do that than him on the news like, I want to leave. I put in this request.
He
this
came
and
up
that.
though.
He came up.
No,
Inter.
Tottenham.
Oh,
Tottenham
wait,
came
they had
up.
the second best transfer winner. Inter.
Nah, Tottenham came up.
Inter.
Inter.
It was
It's
but it was a weird one.
It's
It's a weird one,
I'll tell
but
you
it's
why
good
it's
players.
weird. I'll tell you
Because
what-
he was leaving on a free.
But so when you say, what's your point with that?
So
He's 20
Daniel
mil.
Levy strikes again.
Oh no, it was good business for both clubs though.
yeah, because he was
a-
leaving on a free. Let me
Yeah.
get rid of him now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you get a top player for 20 million.
If
Sure.
if he was on the news like, yo, I'm trying to dip, I'm putting in my transfer request, Inter were picking him up for 4 or 5 million, like nothing
Yeah.
but peanuts. So the fact that he stayed quiet, stayed professional, I love that, and I'd rather players do that than go out on the news, go out on social media.
It's
and do
Inter went thrift shopping, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
come
thing
on,
though. That's
they
why I
just
say
went
it's
and got
weird.
washed
I
in
wouldn't
with
say
dude.
it's a good transfer market until if it works, then it's good.
No, but what Conte's doing smart. Let me guarantee a title this season.
I don't think he's
Then
gonna get a title.
I think
He's not, but he's already changed them.
I think
yeah,
he can.
They're contender. Now you take him
bro,
serious.
Lautaro, bro. What a player.
I
He's a
think
top
I think they
manager,
could.
bro.
I think they could take the title.
I think they could.
I think they could take Europa League from our hands definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So then that looks good on him. He's already in Champions League next
No,
season.
that's for sure.
And then he could build his team again in the summertime. So right now he's just taking players to
And
finish off the
he's
season.
depth. He has depth, so he is
Oh,
not worried
that's
about
smart.
nothing. Yeah,
Smart.
He-
That's what I'm telling you. He could grab it
And
from
the thing
Juve's
is, he's
hands.
not signing these guys on like long contracts. I think Victor Moses loan. Ashley Young was it 6 months?
Like a
6
year,
month
six
deal.
months.
a year,
And
or
then
something like that.
who else? You got Erickson. He's pretty young. He's what 26.
But you gotta understand.
Sanchez going back on. So none of these guys are tied to them. So do what you got to do this year. We win the title, cool, but definitely get top 4.
When's
and we
Sanchez
build.
coming back?
This summer.
This
It's
summer.
only been a year.
This is what Oli said.
No, I'm
Oh, he's
talking
gonna
about
he's gonna
injury.
come back and prove everybody. Shut up.
I'm talking-
He's gonna come back
I'm
and
He's
not
not
play.
doing nothing.
He's not
Yo,
doing nothing.
He's coming back to the
Honestly,
bench.
That's why
Honestly.
nobody
but
takes
what-
Oli
from
serious.
injury.
Who I don't know.
But yo, like you said,
You heard what he said on what Oli said?
Yeah, but
Honestly,
he's
starting
still
to
making
entertain me.
things- Shut up.
He said,
He does that on purpose, though.
The background stop, they probably moved the net.
yeah, he.
Oh
Yo.
my.
No. Listen. Come on. We gotta use like realistic thoughts here. Like, you think a manager really gonna say that?
You know what I give you though, Dad? That you really love United, you supporting them to the. If you taking that,
Nah, it's just I use common sense, bro.
no,
I use
common sense. Don't take that team serious.
Nah, I take that team serious any day of the week. It's the team I
That's
love, bro.
Dub Club out of here.
Dub club.
There's two different United fans on the table. There's plastic and there's real. You feel me?
Highlights.
You're
Watching the highlights.
a United fan because of me. That's a fact. But at the end of the day,
you have nothing to do with me becoming a United fan. You made me watch one game and I fell in love with them. Simple.
First of all, he was
Did
like
you
2 years
did you
old. He
force
didn't
me?
remember.
Did you force me to fall in love with United? No, I fell in love
I'm
with
gonna
them.
expose you. He was a Liverpool fan, and he used to do create a pro, and he used to put them in Liverpool and Barca.
Tell
He
him.
always was part of the hype.
6 years old. I'm not taking this.
But
guy
when you
serious,
watch
bro.
United, how
I'm
old
not
are you
taking-
when you watch
I was
United?
10 years old.
When
That's
you watch
over 10
United.
years of me
So
watching
what was the
United.
first game that you watched United with?
What do you mean first game?
The first game that you fell in love with them.
I don't remember.
Yo,
Bro.
nah, just be happy. He
So
would watch
you-
United now. He would not be a fan.
Bro, no matter what, like
No
I'm
matter.
watching United through. I've never got to experience United winning ways. I'm watching a fourth place United. So you have to think about it like that. I'm not a glory hunter, not this, not that.
It's crazy.
Nah,
No,
you had a good run with Sir Alex Ferguson. You
What,
saw them win the
couple, like-
I
title
seen
with
him,
Van
with Van
Robin.
Persie. That was a good season. But
Damn, that was
right
when
after
you,
that.
You didn't see.
Wait,
the
so you
Ronaldo
didn't
years.
see?
I seen the Ronaldo years vaguely, but at 10 years old, I'm over here thinking about jerking off rather than watching soccer.
I still think about that now.
I'm not thinking about.
But this is the thing, though. Growing up, when we were growing up,
Yo, they were the team.
bro,
They were the side.
United.
They were the side.
Even as a Real supporter, since
Nah,
I was a kid,
only 07, 08, we were the most dangerous.
Nah, even before that, you not to say they were
Further
dominant.
back, like
I used to
99.
love
Nah,
watching that.
you know when United for me was like, okay, they were put on the map was 06. When Ronaldo really came into his own and Rooney, I was like, yo,
Nah,
they,
but
this is
07,
gonna come
08,
up.
they were scary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
they
that.
were scary.
Yo,
08, 09, they were scary.
even exactly.
But
You know?
07, 08, 09, they would have won the treble again. They
Nah, they only want you all in the Premier League.
Oh,
No,
07,
08,
09,
09, they won the double, but
They
they
won the
lost to
double.
Barca in the final.
They
Oh,
won.
seven-
the-
should've been
07,
in trouble.
08,
Hey,
we
but
won the
07,
treble,
08, you didn't win the treble.
Yeah,
No,
we won
they
the
lost.
treble. We
They
won the
lost
treble.
the FA Cup.
They
You
lost
no.
to us. You lost to Chelsea in the FA
We
Cup.
won, no, but we won the treble.
won the double.
No. I think
No community shield. We're not taking that serious.
No, they won
No.
3 trophies on.
They won
07,
the, what would be the
I-
EFL Cup?
Oh, Carling
The
Cup.
the
Carling
Carabao,
Cup.
yeah.
Carling Cup.
They won 3 trophies.
No, I think Spurs beat them that year.
No, he's right. They won 3 trophies, but they didn't win FA Cup, so it's not a trouble.
It's not trouble.
No, it was considered a treble.
It was considered a treble.
It's
though.
3 trophies.
99 was the official treble.
Official treble.
07, 08 is still considered a treble because
What did you
you
guys
got
win?
Premier League first, you got winners of the FA and winner of the Champions League.
Nah, they didn't win FA Cup. 07, 08.
FA Community Shield.
Community
they won
Shield.
It. So
Come on, bro.
It counts as a
Still-
trophy.
It's a
yeah.
trophy.
we got knocked
Hey,
out 6th round on the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So realistically,
Nah, that team was
Yo,
one of the
you
top
know,
teams.
I don't understand that, but they really do take the Community Shield super serious.
Because
I
it's
don't know.
incentives. It's a trophy. People
Something
guys
to
are gonna
win.
get bonuses, and if you're a manager, it goes on your CV.
Literally, always every season, like teams putting their full stuff. Like
The best
Mourinho
season.
won it his first season,
Yeah,
and
but
then he won the Europa League.
and I will say this though, I always say this, and we always have this discussion. You know, great coaches,
yeah.
like great man, like Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, Antonio Conte, Zinedine Zidane. But it's
You
one of those
considered-
because
I don't know why you.
I
Laughed.
was thinking about that because I'm thinking about managers that won, Luis Enrique, and all these guys. And I'm like, they can't even get a job at Vigo. He's in Spain, but they're not taking Spain
Then you got
serious.
Solskjaer.
Then you got Ole, and I'm like, these guys get good jobs, but
They're not
It's
worth it.
just league.
they're
yeah,
not
league
all-time
life.
managers.
Yeah.
Even Allegri.
I just want to understand why did they choose him?
Ole. He's a caretaker. He was a caretaker manager. He hit
Yeah,
the
but
run.
why they choose him as
No,
a
you
coach?
because
the
you want to
run.
find the next up and coming guy. You
Yeah.
want to find the next club.
Who's next?
Who's the next?
At the end of the
guy?
day, if you look at Ole, like if he was winning, right, and if he kept on winning, he's staying at the club for his whole managerial career.
I feel bad for him. He takes so much. It sucks to be a.
And that's what I
It's
wanted
the-
to.
But it's the same with
it's
Real
United,
and
yeah.
Barcelona.
I would have shot myself.
Paris Saint
Yo,
Germain.
that's what I wanted to say. Like before we wrap the episode up, I wanted to bring up the thing when you were talking about like, oh, is it con this and that? Like we've seen everybody's
just
like
joking.
Yeah,
Like, I
no,
respect him, man.
100%. But I'm saying like we've seen like the media go like, yo, Ole's a nice guy, Ole's this, Ole's that, and then you go see Ole on the pitch when Lingard misplaces a pass.
Oh yeah.
Bro, he was about to rip Lingard's head
I,
out.
low
sucked him
key,
out right
I don't
out.
think he likes Lingard though. I think he's
I
had
think
some
that's how
issues with
Ole
him.
that picture you seen, that scene you seen of him, Lingard, like, yo, one more fucking time and you out.
Yo, yeah.
I think that's him in the dressing room with everybody else. I think outside he's more like,
more
yeah,
happy,
whatever,
smiley.
haha. And I think he does that just because it takes a lot of pressure off the players.
You know what's crazy? I will say this about Ole. He's not an all-time great. Let's keep it what it is. He's not Zinedine Zidane. He's not Frank
Yeah,
Lampard.
of
He's not
course.
Steven Gerrard.
But he
But
has a big history.
He
in there.
has the right to go into that locker room and these like who's Jesse Lingard to be like, who are you?
No.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
old.
As a
100%.
player,
He's
he
won
was
trophies.
No, he was a good player.
100%.
Ole was a good player.
You know, he
a good
was the
player.
super sub for United. Won us the 99 title. So
You know, so
he
it's
has
like,
he has like his name is in the history. You get me?
He's a legend. He's
Yeah.
a legend of
For United,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think he spent
100%.
14 years ago.
Yeah.
Just know, a couple years ago, United had a panic buy during the transfer window. Went and got Henrik Larsson, which is one of the Swedish great. Now we getting Odin Agalo. Footy fanatics out, man.